Hi, this is Gaynell Almond for KBUL. Today I'm with Mr. Anabo, Bullard's football coach. Coach Anabo, how does our varsity football team look this year?
After the last two ball games, not very well. We hope to rebound against Hoover High School, our first league game. And if we do a good job against Hoover, I think we should do pretty well in the league.
Well, Coach, last year we went into Valley playoffs. Do you have any idea that we might this year?
We're an awfully young team this year as compared with last year. Last year we were experienced ball players. We had a lot of seniors on the team, and really helped us on to the co-championship in the Valley. And so this year we're awfully young. We lost all those people last year. And the question mark will be, again, how we do against Hoover tomorrow night, and then how we do in the rest of the league.
I see. Well, what about the JV team? How are they doing?
They're doing real well. They're 2-1 in preseason play, and they open up against Hoover as well. They should be one of the co-favorites with McLean and Fresno High.
Well, thank you, Mr. Nabo. This has been Gaynell Almond and Coach Nabo for Odd Thursday.
Here's our award-winning Bullard Band at the Tacoma, Washington Daffodil Festival last spring. Now they're preparing for the Rose Parade in Pasadena. We talked about it with band director Gary Dieter.
Well, we've been accepted to the Pasadena Rose Festival, which is one of the biggest band and floral events in the whole United States and probably the world. It's viewed by more people on the Nielsen ratings than any other program. So it's really viewed by a tremendous amount of people. Over 3 million people watch the program.
How were we accepted? I mean, it must be a lot to go through to be accepted.
Well, it all started in 1973. We sent in tapes and films in 1973. We tried to get in way back then. And every year a form letter was sent that the Rose Festival was completely booked up. Well, we were invited to the Portland Rose Festival in 1973. And we won grand sweepstakes then. So that started our trail to Pasadena, I think. And then ever since we've been trying to get in. And finally, in 1976, we were awarded an application. We sent the application in along with marching tapes and films of the band and also concert performances. And past performances won. So they viewed all the information and finally narrowed down the participants to 10 out of about 45 or 50 that applied. And then we sent in our final group of tapes and films, and they selected 2 bands from California, and we were one of them that were picked, so we were really excited about it.
This year at Bullard, we have a new vice principal, Mr. Larry Matthews. Mr. Matthews came to us from McLean, where he was Dean of Boys. Mr. Matthews, can you tell me if you asked to be transferred here, or is it normal procedure to be transferred?
Well, in my particular case, it was a promotion, and so I was kind of asked to take the job. There's a lot of administrative transfers which are made because of a policy in the district that they are to move every 5 to 8 years.
So you were at McLean for your allotted time, and so now you're at Bullard.
Well, I was at McLean actually for 3 years total. 2 years as a dean, and 1 year as a 1 year as a dean and 2 years as a counselor.
I see. Being new to Bullard, that you see Bullard has many problems. Do you have any solutions to the problems that Bullard has, such as smoking or any of the growing problems we have here?
Well, I think a lot of the problems that I've noticed at Bullard are common to most high schools, and there are no simple answers to them. Most of them have been problems for a long time, and we'll just have to continue to work on them, find solutions.
Okay. Do you have any problems to any solutions, to the problem of overcrowding we have here at Bullard?
Well, we're beginning to look at some of the alternative answers to an overcrowded school. And of course, when you talk about overcrowded school, it's approaching being overcrowded now, and it's going to get worse. And so we're continuing to look at different ways to handle the additional students that we're going to have. here.
Yeah, I've heard some rumors about year-round school. Are you working on that at all?
Well, we have formed a faculty committee. We will start talking with students and form some kind of a student committee and also a parent community committee to look at year-round school as one of the alternatives to help us in our overcrowded situation.
Do you think it'll eventually come to Bullard?
I think there's a possibility, a very good possibility, not only to help us with our overcrowded situation, but also because it opens up a lot of other educationally sound benefits to a school and to students.
Such as?
Well, when we talk about year-round schools, there's many different plans, and each of the plans has advantages. Some of the advantages that some of the plans have would be that you can accommodate students' and parents' wishes for vacation times at different, other than the traditional summer vacation. They can have their vacations at different times of the year. As far as the curriculum is concerned, the classes that students can take, many times it'll open up the numbers of classes that they can take. Also, in some cases, it can close down a selection of classes. It limits the number of classes they can take. And I think in any kind of a plan for a school, there are advantages and disadvantages, and that's what we're going to be looking at and weighing the advantages and disadvantages of year-round school.
Okay. What do you think of Bullard so far?
I like it.
Oh, that's good.
I like the students. They've been very cooperative and friendly. The school spirit here is I think, really great. I've noticed this at football games, that we have our first rally coming up, and I hope the spirit continues through the year.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think it will. Thank you,
Good.
Mr. Matthews. This has been Nikki DeLito with KBUL.
Angels This is Reed Parks for KBUL. I'm here today with Mr. Long, President of the Fresno Teachers Association. Mr. Long, is there a chance of an extended holiday?
There is a chance, yes. The Teachers Association has told the board that if substantial movement is not made by November 22nd, we will be asking for a strike authorization vote.
Well, what is it the teachers want?
There are many things, mostly involved with working conditions. It's not a matter of salary primarily at all. One of the most difficult ones to decide, and I guess to settle, is the problem of binding arbitration.
What is that?
It's a standard practice or device used throughout the United States to settle agreements between employers and employees by bringing in a third neutral party.
Well, will what the teachers want cause the taxpayers to pay more?
Most of the requests on the table right now could be used within the district's budget.
Okay, what does the button that you're wearing stand for?
The buttons were an idea that a teacher gave us to indicate who contributed to the crisis fund, which was started by the Teachers Association. Every teacher who gives $5, the state will give us 10, and that's what we're funding our information program with.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Long. This has been Reed Parks for KBUL.
Hi, this is Gaynell Almond for KBUL. Today I'm with Coach Nabo. Coach Nabo, last time we talked, the future for our varsity football team didn't look too promising. How does it look now?
Very good. We're in the picture for the playoffs. You're talking me at a bad time because it's right after the Edison game and we just lost. But we're still in the picture as far as the playoff is concerned. The championship of the league at this point looks dim unless two more teams get knocked off, Fresno High and Edison, who only lost one game. But it looks bright from the standpoint that we have the #1 team to face next week in Fresno High. And if we can beat them, then we're in the playoffs. And if Edison gets knocked off, then it's going to be a three-way tie for the championship.
Okay, well, thank you, Coach Nabo. This has been Gaynell Almond with Coach Nabo for Odd Thursday.